I
here as a
don't want
witness.
to hear it. Tell me your name. What's your name?
Teresa Riddle.
Your appearance.
He's my witness that he spilled water on my phone last night.
Ma'am,
My
Ma'am.
phone was,
ma'am,
Oh,
I'm
so-
gonna, you know what I'm gonna do if you'd say another word? I'm gonna have them hold you overnight with no bond, and then we'll try tomorrow. And if you give me this guff again tomorrow, I'll just put you back in until the following Wednesday and we'll try again. So don't be carrying on with me. I'm in the middle of an exam. I'm gonna arraign you, but you're not gonna carry on like this. Do we understand one another? Yes or no?
yes,
All right.
yes.
Now we're going to talk about the arraignment. Does she stand mute, wait, phone rating?
Yes, sir.
Why wasn't she here?
Your Honor, my understanding is that some water spilled on her phone, and my interpretation was that prevented her from being able to call an Uber or whatnot to get here. But that is my best interpretation for my conversation. It's very.
Richie Lyons
phone.
spilled water.
Ms.
when he
Riddle,
brought my car.
Ms. Riddle,
He brought my car
Ms.
to the
Riddle.
station last night.
You hear the judge talking to you right now?
Ms.
What's going on
Riddle,
that red X face of the TV
Ms.
for me,
Riddle,
please?
get in front of the camera, stop yelling and carrying on, and behave yourself. Your
Richie
name.
Lyons brought my car out front and
I
spilled
wanna hear
water
it.
on my
I don't want to
phone.
hear it.
Last night, I
Ma-
didn't
It wasn't your
I'm
turn to
sorry.
talk.
I'm
It was not
sorry.
your turn to talk.
I'm sorry.
Her phone got wet and it ruined her phone, and so she couldn't call. Is that,
Yes.
I'm just asking, is that true?
Correct.
Couldn't call, and she was unable to get a ride. She didn't have.
She lives on Charlton. You still live on Charlton, ma'am?
No, I live at the Southland Motel
My
right now
client is
temporarily.
She's unhoused. She's staying with a friend who happens to have a room at the Southland Hotel right now. She got a P.O. box. She can give a quote. Yeah.
Sergeant, how did you pick her up today? How did they pick her up?
Good afternoon, Judge. Detective Sergeant Mark Driscoll. After I was made aware that a warrant was going to be issued, I was able to realize Miss Riddle was in town on our flock camera system. One of our officers located her over at Walgreens made contact with her. They were made aware of the warrant, that she didn't appear this morning as she was scheduled to, and that's where we're back at it again today.
And she was at Walmart? Wait a minute.
Walgreens, Judge.
Walgreens in
in our
Trenton?
city. Yes, sir. Can I add one thing to the phone idea
Sure.
real quick? And I know you're in the middle of the exam. So we have 8 from about 2 a.m. yesterday, last night, early this morning to 7 a.m. that Miss Riddle emailed council people and the mayor of Trenton to articulate an old case that she believes that we haven't investigated properly, make allegations that have been unfounded. And I'm not going to go too deep in the weeds because it doesn't necessarily pertain to this, but there's this repetitive behavior of her mass emailing and people that if she wanted to report a crime, she would, Miss Riddle, I'm not talking to you.
Ms.
I'm not
Riddle?
talking to you,
Ms. Riddle? Ms. Riddle?
The judge is talking to you, ma'am. Don't talk to me, talk to the judge.
Ms.
please.
Riddle, look at me, ma'am, or I'm gonna cut this off and we'll
Yes.
arraign you tomorrow.
So my point, Judge, is I believe that her phone was operational. She was able to send 8 consecutive emails between 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. to the mayor of Trenton, to several city council members. So to me, the excuse that her phone wasn't working, obviously working well enough, ma'am, I'm not talking to you again.
Stop it.
So that's just what I wanted to articulate, that we have this ongoing issue with her within the city, contacted people that she wouldn't report a crime to. Now her claim is that her phone was broken, Judge. That's where I'm at.
It was
Prepare
wet.
forfeiture,
It got
ma'am.
By Richie Lyons, and I need to hear.
Ma'am, I'm gonna really lose my patience here if I already have. I'm not gonna ask you again. You don't want to show up on this case. You weren't here March 26th. You weren't here April 24th. You weren't here December 4th. I arraigned you yesterday and you didn't show up today. We're not putting the warrant in the lien, but I am forfeiting the bond. And the new bond's going to be $10,000, 10%. And if you post that, and you don't show up, you know what I'm going to do next time? I will set 100,000 cash, and you will be sitting in jail until I get ready to take care of this case. This is ridiculous. You don't get to do this. Ma'am,
I have
ma'am,
evidence.
I'm not going to argue with you. And that's it. We'll give you an early court date. Unfortunately, you just screwed yourself by not showing up today because Trenton isn't going to be back in front of me for 2 weeks. So I hope you can post $1,000. What, ma'am?
I need
Ma'am?
Richie Lyons here.
I've
He
had
was
it.
the one who
Ma'am?
spilled the water on my phone when he picked me up last night.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Do you believe Richie Lyons?
Ma'am? I believe that you were
He's my only witness.
I believe if you were at Walgreens in Trenton, that you could have made it here for your court date. Period.
No, my phone
Ma'am,
died.
ma'am,
Read the receipt. The receipt says
Ma'am,
that the phone was dead.
This hearing
when I
is
went to
over.
Taylor.
You don't understand. Same bond conditions as I outlined yesterday. Now you have to post 1,000. If you want to forfeit that, that's up to you. You must have a lot of money because you forfeited a
I'm
ton of
on
bonds
Social
on this.
Security disability, and I only
Ma'am.
get a pension from
Ma'am.
Customs and Immigration
Keep your mouth
for
down.
10 years. I
Ma'am,
served.
keep your mouth down. What, Sergeant?
Sorry to bother you, Judge. I know you got a hearing. Can we put in a stipulation for her not to contact? Because I don't want this to get to another harassment complaint. If she has complaints, criminal complaints, she's obviously welcome to come to the Trent Police. But contact with the mayor on complaints.
Well, I don't know.
complaints.
I can't. Hang on. I can't, ma'am. Will you please stop looking at him?
I can't
rolling.
believe what's coming out of his
I
mouth.
can't believe you roll your eyes and you're this disrespect. I just can't. Ms. Merito,
I've been friends with Deb Devitt, with the
I
mayor.
don't care
I've been
who
friends
your
with them for
friends
10
are.
years.
I don't really care. I'm friends
I
with
did
Deb Devitt,
charity
but I could
work
care less.
with Deb
10,000,
and
ma'am,
all of those guys.
10%. I can't order that, detective. I mean, I can't order they're not witnesses to this crime, so I can't really order
Okay, Judge.
that. But you can't violate a law. So if you keep harassing them, they're going to charge you and I'm going to forfeit your bond again.
I've only contacted them one time, Judge.
I don't
Are we
want to
all
hear
set
it.
here, Judge?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No, what are we doing? The 29th. That's the best I can do for you. I hope you can post. January 29th will be your court date. At some point, you're going to learn to show up. January 29th at 9:45. Good luck to you, ma'am. I wish you well. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
25B149832. Defendant failed to appear. This is a retail fraud case. Warrant issue 3,000. 3,010%. Amy Diane Brown. 25B149845 A, B, and C on the A file and issue a warrant. 3,010%. That's failure to appear for show cause on the B file. Default judgment was already entered when the defendant failed to appear back in December, specifically on the 17th, and then on the C file. Warrant issue second miss, show cause failure to appear 3,010%. Egan, Malik, Lavender, 25B149517 A, B, and C on the A file, second miss, warrant issue, bond to be forfeited 3,010%. On the B and C files, the defendant was defaulted. He failed to appear back December 17. Minor Wilson Gentris, 25B150016 A and B on the A file. I'm going to go ahead and issue a warrant, 3,010%. On the B file, I'm going to go ahead and enter a judgment in favor of the plaintiff. Well, actually, the judgment was already entered back on December the 17th. People against. Mackenzie Lynn Goff, 25B148638A. Heather, we're going to issue a show cause on this. She failed to appear for the, but she did everything. So we'll issue a show cause for failure to appear for review date, for the prosecutorial review date on the A file. She failed to appear the 14th, so we're not going to issue a warrant. No warrant on that case, but we'll issue a show cause. Maybe it was an oversight. She'd done everything, and on file C, that was taken under HIDA. issue show cause on that for failure to appear. Can you hear me, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we're going to issue a show cause on both of those for failure to appear for review hearing. And then
Okay.
on Harold, people against Harold, Clarissa, Consetta, Cole, Harold, 25B1485298, defendant failed to appear. Multiple misses by this defendant, warrant issue bond to be forfeited 7,500, 10%, 7,500, 10% on that. People against Pruitt. This is Michael Jeffrey Pruitt, 25B149770A. Defendant failed to appear for a show cause. It was not a show cause. It was the first miss. Issue show cause on Mr. Pruitt, please. And then on the B file, same thing, issue show cause. And then on Secreto, Brandon Secreto, 25B149110. This defendant has not been showing up either. 5,000, 10% on him. Multiple misses. Warrant issue bond to be forfeited. Jermaine Sean Hall Jr., 25G306346A. B and C on the B file. We're going to go ahead and issue a warrant. Multiple misses, 5,000, 10% on him. On 346A, though, we're going to make it 195 cash or surety. And on 346C, 282 cash or surety. Defendants failed to appear. Ali Abdullah Ahmed, file 25T64779. A and B on the A file. Defendant failed to appear. And I'm going to go ahead on that one since it was the first miss. Let's see the show cause. And on the B file, default judgment is entered for failure to appear. People against Blade. Percy Lee Thomas Blade III, 25B150121002A and B on the A file. We are going to go ahead and issue a show cause. And on the B file, default judgment is entered for failure to appear on the 15th. People against Vinnie and James Camilli, 25B1501418 and B on the A file. I'm going to go ahead, this being a first miss, issue show cause, default judgment on the B file. People against Harris, Terriona, Tanae Harris, 25B1501003A and B on the A file. This is a first miss. We'll issue a show cause on the B file. And then a default judgment declared to appear. People against Christian, Cornelius Lyles Reams, 25647-324. Defendant failed to appear on this case. On the 15th, we'll issue a show cause on this. People against Carlos Jonathan Hernandez Diaz, 25T64667-4A and B. On the B file, 3,000, 10%, and on the A file, default judgment. I'm sorry, judgment by default because of the defendant's failure to appear was entered on December 18th. And finally, I have Derek Tan Belda Fernandez, 25W707530. He failed to appear for show cause. 5,000, 10%, warrant issued, bond to be forfeit. All right, this one's going down. To Heather.
Okay.
People against David Allen Crawford, file number 25M7296442FY. Okay, good morning.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ron Hadid on behalf of the people, case institute of the board of Regents.
I'm sorry, can you spell that last name?
H-A-D-I-E-D.
And it's pronounced Hadid?
Hadid.
Hadid, I'm sorry. And Mr. Jones?
Good afternoon, senior staff. Jonathan Jones appearing on behalf of Mr. Crawford,
Sir, your name, please?
David Crawford.
And your name, sir?
John Beaver, Sir, excuse me.
And you are with what department?
Michigan State.
Thank you. How do you spell your last name?
It's BEAFORE, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. All right, today's the date scheduled for preliminary exam. Defendant here has been charged with assault with intent to do murder, assault with intent to murder, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. We have 2 counts of that, one on Officer Bernard, one on Officer Crawford. And then I have a FA case where the victim is named as Officer Bernard. And then, possession of a dangerous weapon without lawful intent, assault resisting obstructing officer, and a second count of assault resisting obstructing officer. The first of those set forth in count 6 lists Officer Bernard. Count 7 lists Officer Cormier. Any preliminary matters, Ms. Hadid?
That's great. I have the difference outside in the hallway. I don't think there's anyone else in the courtroom that will be testifying today. And I would ask for the exception for the officer.
All right, all witnesses, with the exception of the officer in charge and the defendant, who are going to testify either today or at the time of trial, have to leave the courtroom, okay? Are all of your witnesses out?
Chair, if I may, the gentlemen behind me are not testifying, they're here observing from the police department. I figured you would put their names on the record.
Yeah,
I honestly know who they are and I have no objection to being there.
I have Chief Watson, I believe that's Lieutenant Wheeler, and Deputy Chief Starzak. And I've got Deputy Chief Lafayette as well. So they are here, they're not testifying, no, true?
Not testifying today.
Okay, well, they're not gonna testify at trial either, right?
The chief or the deputy chief, but perhaps the lieutenant.
I'm gonna have to ask whoever might testify at trial to leave as well. So let the record reflect Lieutenant Wheeler is leaving. I think it's Lieutenant. Okay, thank you. All right. Any other preliminary matters, Ms. Hadid? Any other preliminary matters, Mr. Jones?
No, thank you, Judge.
All
We
right,
sit,
pardon?
we sit.
You can sit, yes. Call your first witness, John.
Yeah, he's the same.
He's not here.
You said Michael Crawford.
You didn't read the misdemeanor TV, that's what,
I think church.
oh, I'm sorry.
Sir, you can come right up here to the witness chair if you would, please. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do.
Have a seat, please. Is your name spelled Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, Crawford, C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D?
That is correct.
What is your middle name?
Joseph.
J-O-S-E-P-H?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever testified before?
Never.
I'm just going to ask you to make sure. We have a tendency in informal conversations to answer with nods of the head or mm-hms or uh-hs. Everything that's being said is being recorded here today. So I'm going to ask you to make sure that you verbalize your responses. Will you do that for me, please?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Sadie.
Please state your full name for the record.
Yes. Michael Joseph Crawford.
And Mr. Crawford, I'd like to take you back to November the 28th of 2025. Do you recall that day?
Yes.
And you recall being at the location of 26257 Ingram Drive in Brownstown?
Correct.
And is that in the county of Wayne,
Yes.
state of Michigan?
Yes.
What is at this particular location?
Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
What is at this location?
Oh, my house, my home,
And who do you reside there with?
my mother, my father, my sister, my girlfriend, my child, Sophie.
Let's start with your father. What's your father's name?
David Allen Crawford.
And is he in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you please point him out and tell me what he's wearing today for the record?
Yes, he's wearing a blue shirt with a coat over him and he's got gray hair.
I have no objection to the witness identifying his father.
The record should so reflect that the witness has been identified. I'm sorry, that the defendant has been identified. Thank you.
And what is your mother's name?
Sandra Inez Crawford.
And you said your girlfriend was there as well?
My girlfriend was
What's her name?
Jessica Ann Backus.
How do you spell Bacchus?
Bacchaus.
Then you said that your daughter Sophie
Yep, Sophie.
and anyone else besides the people that you've said reside there.
And my sister Ashley.
Ashley, same last name as yours.
Same last name.
And at around 7 o'clock in the evening, were you in your home?
Yes.
And he was in the home.
My mother, my girlfriend, I was at the home, and my child was in the home.
Where was your father?
Then my father was in the home.
Where was he at the time when you were in the home?
Oh,
7 o'clock.
yes, he was in the garage,
What, if anything, was he doing in the garage?
consuming alcohol.
And was it normal for him to consume alcohol in the garage?
Yes,
You know whether or not the lights were on or off in the garage?
I do not know.
Did you have an interaction with him?
I didn't.
Describe that for the board.
Yes, my interaction with my father was us having words. And from there, having a wrestling match about an altercation with Jessica, my girlfriend.
Well, I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Okay,
Did Jessica ever speak to your father while he was in the garage?
she did.
What was it about?
A missing poster having to do with a cartoon for my child.
And what was your father's response to Jessica?
That he did not know where this poster was.
Did he get loud?
Yes, at the time.
And what, if anything, do you do in response to that?
It provoked a response for me to defend my girlfriend. Just to talk back and defend her honor.
And what did you say to your father?
I had said, do not speak to her that way. There is no reason to be an a-hole.
You could, Your Honor, he can swear.
Yes, you can tell the word. We're adults here. Go ahead.
Asshole.
And what, if anything, does your father say in response?
In response, he said, in other words, back off. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I do know he went back in the garage after that.
Where did you go?
I went to the living room where the fireplace is and went back on my gaming laptop computer.
Seated or standing?
I was seated at the time.
What happens after that?
My father comes in through the garage into the kitchen, sits next to me, and tries to argue with me. I tell him that I am not going to get into that, and he slammed my laptop, like just pushed like the head of it down to get a nerve out of me.
Did your laptop slam shut?
It didn't slam shut, it was halfway through, but enough to make me mad and provoke a response.
What did you say in response?
I said, really, don't touch my stuff. I got up out of my seat and I said, do you really want to do this right now?
Then what happened?
And then from there was pushing back and forth.
Who started the pushing?
My father,
On what part of your body did he push you?
just on the chest.
And what did you do in response?
I pushed him back.
And then what?
And from there, a wrestling match happens.
Well, describe wrestling match. What do you mean by that?
So, like grappling, we grappled each other's torsos. And from there, we had both.
Your Honor, can the record reflect that the witness has put his arms in front of him as if he were hugging someone?
Is that true? Is that what you were doing, correct?
Yes,
So you almost had your hands and arms widespread where you would hug somebody.
in a hugging manner.
Right, okay. And you wrapped your arms around your father?
Correct.
Thank you, Rick. And where were your father's arms?
My father's arms at that time, while we were still standing, were around, I would say, my chest area like this. So I was at his torso, he was at my chest. And then we had tripped into the couch and continued the quarrel there. Well, grappling match there.
Where was his arm at that point?
At that point, it had switched and it had went above my head like this, right above my forehead. And from there, my face was in the couch.
Face, including nose and mouth.
Yes,
Correct?
correct.
Were you able to breathe when your face was pushed into the couch?
In the panic, I was saying I could not breathe.
Well.
And my face was in the couch. It was hard to breathe.
Do you recall ever saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe?
I do recall that, yes.
And, were you able to get up?
At that time, I was not able to get up.
And how long would you say you had an arm around your head and your face stuffed into the couch and you couldn't breathe?
No more than 5 minutes.
And who was in the room when that was occurring?
My mother and my girlfriend.
Where,
But you're not suggesting you couldn't breathe for 5 minutes, correct?
Not for 5 minutes. I just do recall that quarrel altogether going on for around no more than 5 minutes.
Did you ever describe what your father did to the police as a headlock?
I did describe to the investigators after the fact, to the police,
Yes.
to the police. When they arrived, I believe I did tell them that there was an altercation going on with my father and I, and that I could not breathe.
Well, I will get to that, but
Sorry.
what did it take for your father to release you from
Oh,
that movement?
yes, my neighbor had arrived to that scene, and she had said, "David, get off of him." So then he did get off of me after that.
And were you
Wait, who said that?
My neighbor, Leah Levesque.
were you able to breathe better once he released his arm off you?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
After that, I believe my father had went into the garage, from what I believe happened where he went.
You keep on saying believe. Do you know or not know?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I do not know if my father went to the garage after that time.
Did you later learn that your father was in the garage?
I don't know. I don't know if he went there
Well, was he anywhere near you?
after the fight.
Yeah.
No, he was gone.
And where did you stay?
I went right to the other living room, which is by my dining room, right by the front door of my home.
And were you aware whether or not anyone in your home called 911 that day?
I do know that my girlfriend Jessica did call 911 that day.
And did the police arrive to your home?
They did.
The Bronxtown Township Police Department?
I believe so.
And did you meet with officers in your home?
Yes, I did.
Did you tell them everything that had occurred?
I had.
And did you describe the motion or the movement that your father did towards you as a headlock?
I believe I did, yes.
Did you also tell them that you couldn't breathe?
I did tell them I could not breathe.
Do you recall what you said to your father after he released you from that headlock?
Yes, I did say I hate you.
And what, if anything, does your father say in response?
And my father did say I'll kill you.
I will kill you.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. And when the police were in your home, after, describing everything that had occurred, do you recall whether or not you had marks on your neck?
When the police came, I do not recall checking to see if I had marks on my neck.
Did you request to go to the hospital, or did you request EMS at all?
No, I did not.
And then where do you proceed to go?
My neighbor's house.
In your garage, are there any weapons in there?
Tools.
So.
No guns, no firearms.
And you say tools, are those considered weapons too?
I would say tools could be used as a weapon.
And then after you go to your neighbor's house, do you stay there until the police come into the home?
Well, the police had already been there. We had stayed there until they were trying to defuse the situation.
And after the incident, did you make a formal statement to detectives from the Michigan State Police?
I did.
And did you describe to them again that your father had you in a headlock and that you couldn't breathe?
I did.
And do you recall a detective from the Michigan State Police taking pictures of you?
I do, of my neck.
I have what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit
I'll
one.
stipulate to his submission.
All right, you're moving for the admission of Peoples One, there being no objection, and the stipulation Peoples One is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. May I approach?
You may.
Mr. Crawford, does this picture fairly accurately depict the way your neck looked the same day as this incident?
That was, yes.
Your Honor, may I publish these exhibits at the end?
Yes.
Now, since this incident, have you gone back to the home and resided there?
Correct, yes.
And did your father also reside at the same home?
He does.
Did your father say anything to you after this incident?
No.
Did he apologize for what happened?
Yes.
Cross,
Man,
you may.
can I call you Michael?
Sure.
Good afternoon, Michael. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I want the record to be real clear. You know who I am, right?
I do.
We've talked on the phone several times.
Yeah.
And you're not enjoying this any more than I am, right?
No,
Yeah, there's probably no place you'd rather be less, right?
yeah,
Okay. So, sister council, the fancy word we used to say, or, asked you a bunch of questions. I'm gonna ask you a few too. Okay. So, when you initially went into the garage and the verbal confrontation with your dad started, you had said he had been consuming alcohol, correct?
yes.
Do you have any idea what he consumed?
I would imagine to be Bud Light if I had to take a guess there.
Okay. And how long have you lived with him?
Oh, my whole life, 29 years.
Fair to say that you've seen some alcohol before?
I have.
Fair to say that based on the fact that you've lived there your whole life, you know what his habits and styles are?
Oh yeah, pretty well acquainted.
So his Bud Light is the drink of choice.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how many cans, bottles, whatever it was, he might have had that night?
Oh,
I don't want you to guess. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
I don't know, but I have a good idea.
All right. What makes you say you have a good idea?
I just, based on previous accounts of him drinking, it's a good 12 pack will do it.
Okay. So do you believe around 7 o'clock when the timeline started that we're talking about, that he was, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10, 12 beers in?
Is that a yes?
Remember what
I'm
you
sorry,
said?
Judge, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay.
You won't get in trouble, don't blame me, so okay? Okay, all right. So having said that, what was he doing in the garage? Was he working, was he standing, was he sitting, what was he doing?
Drinking and talking on his cell phone.
Do you have any idea who he was talking to?
Other family members,
Or in the house?
not in the house. We have family in New Jersey.
What, and again, was he sitting in the garage? Describe for what it looked like when he walked in the garage.
He was standing at the time.
Does he have a chair or something he sits in the garage?
He usually sits on the step of the garage.
But he was standing at this moment in time.
Yes,
When you walked into the garage, was he facing the door you came in through?
yes.
Okay. Immediately upon making eye contact with him, you expressed yourself.
Yes,
Okay. And he basically told you he didn't do anything wrong, he would do whatever he wanted.
yes.
Okay. And then when you went back in the house, did he follow?
No, he did not follow me at that time.
How much time elapsed between you going back to your computer and Dad coming in?
10 minutes
When he came back in, where were you sitting?
on the couch.
Were you engaged with your computer?
Correct.
Was there anybody else on?
No,
Did he sit down like right next to you?
yes.
Okay. As I look at your left shoulder, I see a black chair behind you. You're not like flush against it, if you know what I mean. Right. Okay, now you are. Well, was he like, did his shoulder and right arm, well, what side of you was he?
He was on my right side.
So did his left touch your right shoulder? Like, was he that close?
He was close enough to be elbow space, yes.
Okay, but did he make physical contact?
No physical contact with me then.
So he basically shut your computer to stop it from being used.
Correct.
Right, and you testified he did that to attack. I'm using a different word, but the gist of it is you said that you thought he did that to antagonize you.
I believe so, yes.
You took the bait.
I did.
So what exactly happened next? What did you basically say, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so I got up from the couch and I confronted him on that,
Well, let's unpack that. When you got up, did he stay sitting on the couch?
No, he got up with me,
So you guys face to face at this point?
face to face.
Right, and you're not intimidated, right?
No,
You're not scared.
nope,
You're in no fear of being hit.
no, sir.
You know there's gonna be a verbal altercation.
Correct.
Basically, that's what you wanted at this point.
That's what I,
Yeah, you didn't in the garage, but basically there was no turning back now.
no.
So you guys have your little verbal back and forth, right?
Is that a yes?
Yes,
Thank you, Chuck. And you've trained me very well, I was on top of it. All right. So at what point does he sort of put you in a fear?
The bear hug would happen about a minute after the push.
Okay, he pushes you, you said in the chest?
Yes,
Can you show me on your chest?
right here.
I mean, he literally.
Up where, in your sternum area?
Right.
Okay, okay.
And does that move you backwards?
It does.
And you just come right back to where you push him?
Yes. Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Where?
Oh, where? I push him back in the same area in the chest area, like right.
Does he move back?
He does.
Is he like wobbly at this point?
He is a bit wobbly.
Okay, so did you think you were gonna push him over?
I thought so.
Did you try to?
I didn't do my full force, but enough to tell him to leave me alone. Kind of.
Is it fair that you thought in the condition he was in, you might have pushed him hard enough that he might go down?
Not at that time. I don't think I pushed him hard enough to actually make him hit the ground.
Did he push you back?
He did push me back.
And then?
And then from there, we grappled or wrestled. That's when I grabbed him by his torso and he grabbed me by my upper half here.
About in your shoulder area.
Yes.
I want you to understand, I'm not trying to make a mockery of this, but I want to get as clear an image as I can. Have you ever watched professional wrestling?
I have.
So you've seen that sometimes when the matches start, they push each other and then they, as you said, they sort of lock up, but I think is what the announcers call it. Is that what basically happened?
Yes.
So when you guys lock up, do you feel like you're in a meeting?
I do not.
When does the locking up move into, in essence, locked up to being on the couch?
I'd say probably about 20 seconds.
Okay. Can you describe what physically changed to move you from locked up, standing on the floor to being on the couch?
Yes. So we had tripped while we were locked up.
On what?
I tripped over my foot in that time. And it was my foot because I remember that dropping me into the couch area. From the couch area, that's when the movement interchanged, like the switch.
So when it changed, is this when you were in a headlock?
This is when I was in a headlock.
Okay, can you please show us on your head with your arms slowly, because we're going to describe it for the record, where your father's arms were on your head when you were in what you described verbally and then in written form, the headlock?
Yes.
Okay, so I want the, you got, bless you.
Thank
You gotta stay there long enough for me to paint a picture, alright? I want the record to reflect, of course, if there's no objection, Sister Counsel, that Mr. Crawford, the younger, has his right bicep against his right temple, and his right forearm is directly across his forehead above his eyebrows where his glasses blank.
So stipulated.
Okay,
And if you're comfortable, you can stay there. If you're not, you can change. You can, you push your hand. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So in no way, shape, or form is he blocking your nose or mouth.
Not with his arm.
And in no way, shape, or form is he doing anything to restrict the airflow via your neck.
He is not.
All right. So was there ever a point where he did either of those things?
Where that came from was because my face was in the couch. That's why I couldn't breathe. I don't believe his intention.
Objection, Judge, that would be speculation.
Well, if he knows, he knows.
Well, he can't testify to what someone else's intent would be.
all right, that's fair.
I can rephrase that.
Well, I'm gonna keep all of that answer in there, but I don't believe that was his intention. I'm striking from the record.
All right. You have a baby.
I do.
How old?
She is 7.
7 years old?
7 years old.
So she got a baby in.
No, I still think she was though.
Alright. So when your 7-year-old was little and she stopped, even when she was in a crib, there would be times she would sleep on her stomach, right?
Right?
Yes.
And sometimes she would do that, her face would be down on a mattress, right?
Yes,
The first time you see it as a parent, you flip out, right?
yes,
That's because you're like, oh my God, she can't breathe, right?
correct, yes,
But then you learn that they can breathe,
yes,
and they're really not restricted in airflow,
correct,
right? And then you tell all your other friends who are parents and you laugh at each other, right?
yes,
So is that sort of what we have?
yes,
Now, when he said he was gonna kill you, you didn't believe it, sure.
I did not know.
Did he ever do anything to make any form of gesture that led you to believe he was trying to release you?
Never,
Did he ever do anything where it even crossed your mind that your life could be in danger?
no,
After he made that threat, did he touch you?
no,
Did he ever introduce something into this altercation besides his mouth, verbal, and his hands, as we've already discussed?
no,
I think you said, but I'm just gonna confirm, you're 29.
correct.
Thank you.
And
You may proceed, redirect.
Did you want any of this to happen?
no,
Did you want to get into an argument with your father?
no,
Did you want it to get physical?
no,
You indicated to me when I asked you on direct examination that your face was pushed into the couch, correct?
yes,
Were you pushing your face into the couch?
myself, no.
It was your father that was pushing your face into the couch.
My face was in the couch from the match that we were in. It was just the positioning.
But who was on top of you?
My father was, but not in the matter of putting force into the couch itself,
Why couldn't you get up?
because he was a little heavier than me.
So he was on top of
He was on top of me, but my face just so happened to be in that couch, but he wasn't like on my head pushing me in there.
According to you, was around your head, right?
Correct.
Described it previously as a headlock,
Yes.
and your face, nose, and mouth was pushed into the couch.
It was like in the couch and I couldn't breathe, panicking.
I understand that the situation might be awful for you, right?
Yes,
But it's important to be honest about what happened.
I understand.
Now, defense also asked you, that your father didn't touch you after you got up, correct?
Correct.
Was he anywhere near you in order to do that? Didn't he just leave?
He had just left.
I have nothing for you.
Were his arms, was your father's hands around your neck?
No, my father's arms were not around my neck.
So what you're describing when you lost your breath was when your head was pushed into the couch
Yes,
and he was on top of you.
yes,
Yeah.
Thanks. Real quick, Michael. Did you feel he was pushing your head into the couch to prevent you from breathing?
I do not feel that he was forcing my head into the couch. It was just the positioning. It's very hard to paint the picture. I do apologize.
I mean, for whatever it's worth, I think you're doing better than you realize, but the question is, you said you were panicked.
Yes,
Okay. But that's distinguishable from someone preventing you from breathing.
yes,
And it's clear that you did not think he was trying to stop you from breathing.
no, I do not believe that was his intention.
I would object to that. You can't testify to someone's intent.
Oh.
Well, I think, as I see you weighing the scale of justice in your head, I think what is really the relevant point is whether or not the witness.
Yeah, I disagree with you. I'm gonna overrule you. I'm sorry. You can step, unless there are more questions, any one of you. You can step, you can,
I said I don't have the intent to care. He makes this.
you are free to step down. You are free to go. You cannot discuss your testimony with any other witness. Call your next witness, please.
Miss Leo Lavik, she's in the
Okay?
hallway.
She's looking at that. That's I thought she was putting a picture, because I thought she was a lawyer.
Can you spell the name of this next witness?
First name Leaia. Last name spelled Laveeque.
Thank you.
It's not the kid.
You can come on right up here to the witness chair, ma'am. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, have a seat. I'm just going to ask you to answer all your questions. I'll answer all the questions verbally if you can give it, if you can answer it, and that you're not mm-hms or ahas or simple nots of that.
Okay.
Thank you. You can proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Can you please state your full name for the record?
Leah Catherine Lebeck.
Ms. Levesque, I'd like to take you back to November the 28th of 2025. Do you recall that day?
I do.
And you live near 26257 Ingram Drive in Brownstown, Michigan.
Yes, right next door.
And are you familiar with David Allen Crawford?
I am.
Who is he to you?
He's a neighbor, he's a friend.
And you've seen him in the courtroom today.
I do.
Can you please describe what he's wearing today? And point him out.
Not very flashy, doesn't it?
All right, so you stipulate that, all
Yeah.
right,
Yes, we-
so ma'am, that's him, right?
That is.
The witness has identified the defendant.
Thank you.
And at the same time, did you have an occasion to go into David Allen Crawford's house at around 7 o'clock in the evening?
I did.
Why is it that you went to the home?
I was talking to his wife on the phone,
Wife's name is what?
Sandra, Crawford.
Okay.
And, we were on the phone for just a few seconds and then she started yelling, Dave, get off of him, you're hurting him, you're still him. She didn't hang up the phone and she said, we're gonna call your mother. All right, that's it, we're calling the police
And that's what you heard over the phone.
over the phone.
And what did you proceed to do next?
Since she did not hang up with me, I went over there because I know they have a young granddaughter that lives in the home, and I went to grab her. But I didn't just grab her, I went to where I knew Dave and then we're at,
And where was that in the home?
in the back room.
And what did you observe when you go into the back room?
What?
What did you observe when you went into the back room?
David had his left arm around Michael's, choking him, and his right hand made into a fist, like in front of him.
Can you describe the choking?
The arm, like, his left arm was all the way around Michael's neck,
Okay. Where was Michael's face?
in the couch.
And you described David's right hand doing what motion?
It was in a fist.
Balled up fist.
Yeah.
So you used your left arm to describe the choking and then your right arm in a fist.
Yes.
And what is Michael saying anything?
No, I couldn't, it's possible he did, but I don't recall Michael saying anything. I put my hand on Dave's shoulder and said, Dave, stop, you're hurting him. Dave looked at me, looked back at Michael, said something, and I couldn't tell you what he said. Then he got off Michael and went to the garage.
And did you see him walk away and go into the garage?
I followed him.
What did you say?
No, I did not go in the garage with Dave. I went, I grabbed her granddaughter and I took her to my house.
Do you recall whether the lights were on or off in the garage? When you followed?
No, I couldn't tell you.
And then you indicated you went back into that room? The family room area?
No, when Dave got up and walked out, I followed Dave. He went left into the utility room, which leads to his garage. And I went straight and grabbed their granddaughter and went out the front door and went home.
Okay, did Michael, Sandra, and Jessica end up coming to your home?
They did.
How soon after you had taken the granddaughter to your home, would you say they went to your home?
10, between 10 and 15 minutes maybe.
And then, after they come into your home later on in the evening or the following day, did you make a statement to the Michigan State Police?
That night I did.
I have nothing further.
Cross?
Just a couple of quick questions. So you said that David's right hand was balled up in a fist.
Correct.
Did you ever see him hit Michael?
I did not.
Did you ever see his hand move?
Yeah, like. But that was when I tapped him on the shoulder and told him to, get off of him.
So he just sort of moved to like, sort of, look, it's
I think because my voice is not a voice he hears hearing in his home, that it kind of startled him.
I mean, this wasn't the first time you were there, obviously, right?
I'm sorry.
This wasn't the first time you were there.
Oh, no, I've been to their house.
Right, oh. But he may just not have recognized it as that.
Yeah.
Alright, and you said you couldn't hear Michael saying anything?
No, I don't recall if Michael said anything.
Okay, after you tapped him on the shoulder, he just let go and got up?
No, he looked back at Michael, Dave said something to Michael, and then he got up and went to the garage.
And you said you followed him?
I did follow him.
What were you doing?
I just got up and followed right behind Dave. Dave went left to the utility room, led to the garage, and I went straight and grabbed his granddaughter. That was it.
Okay, so I'm just trying to understand, why were you following him to the garage? Unless the granddaughter was.
The granddaughter wasn't in the garage. I didn't follow him to the garage. I just got up and followed him. I guess, I don't know, any reason I was making sure he wasn't gonna come back to hurt his son or come back that way. I wanted to make sure he was out of the area. And Sophie, their granddaughter, was by the front door, and my goal was to get her out of the house.
Do you know who called the cops?
I do.
Oh,
Jessica.
okay. And do you know at what point the cops, well, let me rephrase that. Do you know if the cops were called before or after you went over there?
I'm assuming that they were called while I was heading over there, because Jessica was on the phone when I got there.
Did you leave before the cops?
I did.
And then did the cops come to your house to talk to everybody?
The state police did.
So it seems like you distinguished the cops from the state police. Did you ever talk to local police?
I did, but only, I just went out there once all the ambulances and stuff or the ambulance showed up and all the other police officers showed up with the lights on and stuff. I went out there to see what was going on, and an officer said that they would get back to us.
Okay. Do you know whether anyone got into an ambulance?
I stayed in my house with my blinds shut and took care of Sophie
Okay.
until her aunt came and got her.
All right. Nothing further. Thank you.
Any other questions? You can step down, ma'am. Thank you. Call your next witness. Yes, you may be excused. Are they out there, John?
Next.
What if it's out there? Wait for trial.
We'll get Mr. Crawford in here. Where'd he go again?
Your Honor, may I call the next?
No, not yet. I'm gonna take an arraignment real quick.
Can I go that for?
Yes. I thought it. Come on, Mr. Crawford. We have a fine. People against. Michael David Miller Jr., 26W27299913.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Crawford, representing Mr. Miller.
Sir, come on up to the podium and tell me your name. Your name? All right, defendant is charged with OWI 3. Do I have a detective here? I do. Detective Visprimi, your name?
Yeah, Detective Sergeant Vespremi at the Wooding Police Department.
All right, Mr. Crawford, we have an OWI 3 and a second charge of, let's see. Yeah, the first is operating with a high BAC with the two priors. The second is OWI third. So both 5-year felonies. How's he going to proceed?
Your Honor, my client's gonna stand meet, waiting for reading on the charge.
Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you choose to say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that? You got to keep your voice up.
Yes.
You have the right to be represented by your lawyer not only today, but at all subsequent court proceedings. Also, if you choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you afford your own lawyer, or do you wish to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Court appointed.
Do you work?
That doesn't work. It is home care, taking care of us.
All right. Probable cause conference you're entitled to within 14 days. At the probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss this case with the prosecutor. If it goes that far, preliminary exam will take place 7 days thereafter. Probable cause conference will be in front of Judge Husson, January 27th at 9:15. Preliminary exam will be February 3rd at 11 a.m. At the preliminary exam, they have to show that the crime was committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crime. If they fail to prove that, you'll be released. If they fail to prove that as to both counts. If they prove it as to any one count, then you'll go to the Circuit Court, Criminal Justice Center for further proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I have January 27th, again, at 9:15, February 3rd at 11 a.m. All right, I'll address bond, and you can put in your 2 cents, Detective. Go ahead, Mr. Crawford.
Your Honor, my client isn't a danger to the community or himself, self-position. He's asking for personal bond, Your Honor. If at home, he just lives with him and his grandmother. She's in need of regular, steady care. He provides that as part of his income. Without him being present, Your Honor, she will be in real danger, unable to take care of herself. My client's going to return back to court to take care of this. He really understands that this is very serious, so he intends to return. Your Honor. All showed up. Thank you, sir.
Detective Visprimi, did you contact the defendant today, or did you just go out and arrest him?
I believe he was at Wayne County and our officers picked him up from there.
What were you in Wayne County for, sir?
They called. But I don't know, I believe he was getting released from Wayne County, if I'm
For
not
what?
mistaken.
For what, sir?
I believe the probation department.
I was seated by probation officer.
Wasn't being released.
How many prior drunk drivings does he have?
I believe we have 2, Your Honor.
18 years.
Some time ago.
18 years ago.
Looks like 98 and 2007 out of Ohio. There was a 22 where it was nollie crossed out of Taylor. Lieutenant, what was the breath or blood result? I did the signing on record, but it escapes me.
Yeah, the blood results were 0.282 grams alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood. 0.282.
Do you have a valid license?
No.
Can you get out to Livonia?
Yes.
How?
I'm not a family member.
I can do one of two things. I can either make this easy and have you go get it yourself, but you're going to have to get it yourself, or I can order you to go to the county jail and you won't be released until you're fitted with a sober length device. Do you understand?
Yes. to which you choose.
Lieutenant, what do you have to say? Anything else on bond?
No, Your Honor, leave that to the court.
I'll give you a $10,000 personal bond. No contact with the prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court. You cannot violate a law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. I want you going to AANA at least 4 times per week in person, and you are to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. You're going to talk to probation. They're going to take you over there, and that is the way it's going to be. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Crawford, did you get him an AA form? Thank you. So that's it. I'll release you, but you're going to get a SoberLink right now. Do you understand me?
Sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks a lot, Lieutenant. Is Trenton out there yet?
What's that?
Yes, they are, Judge.
Get him in here,
I'll bring them
please.
in right now.
Teresa Lynn Riddle, 25T642. All
Thank you,
right,
Judge.
thank you. Call your next witness. We're back on the record on Crawford. Call your next witness, please.
It's Officer Bernard.
Okay,
He just came into.
come on up here, sir. Right up here. Right up here. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, have a seat, please. You may proceed, Ms. Adit.
Thank you, Judge. Could you please state your full name and occupation for the record?
Richard Bernard, I'm a police officer at Brownstown Police Department.
And how long have you been with the Brownstown Police Department?
I'll be 3 years in April.
And prior to that, were you in law enforcement somewhere else?
Yes,
Where was that?
Detroit Police Department,
And how long were you with the Detroit Police Department?
a little over a year.
And on November the 28th of 2025, were you working in your capacity as a police officer with Brownstown on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you working in the evening hours on or about 7 o'clock in the evening?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you in full uniform?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you describe that for the record?
Dark navy blue, police uniform, navy blue badge, with my first initial, last name on the front of my Molly, and police on the back of the Molly.
And were you in a police vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it fully marked?
Yes, ma'am.
Did it have lights and sirens?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you go to the location of 26257 Ingram Drive in Brownstown in the state of Michigan, County of Wayne?
Yes, ma'am.
And why did you go to that location?
We got a call for a family problem.
And was that via dispatch?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you go by yourself or with another person from your department?
With one of my partners,
What's your partner's name?
Officer Cormier.
Is it Cormier?
Yes, ma'am.
First name?
Joe.
Joseph?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you arrive together or separately?
Separate.
And were you the first to arrive?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you activate lights or sirens?
I had my cruise lights on.
And what color did they illuminate?
Blue.
Where did you park your car when you arrived at the location?
In front of the location.
Were you getting any updates from dispatch as you were going to the location?
Yes.
What were the notifications that you received?
That the possible suspect was homicidal, suicidal in the past. And had access to edged weapons in the past.
Access to what?
Edged weapons.
And then what happens when you arrive?
When I arrived, the son's girlfriend walked out of the neighbor's residence to the west of the address and met with me in their front yard and started to explain to me what was going on.
And what did she say to you?
She said that she witnessed the suspect put hands on her son or her boyfriend and choked him.
And then what did you proceed to do?
I asked her if she had residency to the house, and she said yes. And I asked her if we could go inside, and she said yes. She walked us in, and then that was where I met with the other parties.
So when you say we walked in, was that you and
Me,
Officer?
Officer Cormier.
And did you have a body worn camera on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it activated
Yes, ma'am.
manually or automatic? And when did you activate it?
As soon as I arrived at the scene.
Now, after you got consent from to go into the home, what happens then?
When I walk inside the home, I see the son of the suspect sitting in the living room. And the wife of the suspect walking her walker towards the living room from the hallway.
Did you talk to either of them?
Yes.
Who did you talk to first?
I believe I talked to I believe I talked to the suspect first, or not the suspect's son, sorry.
And would that have been a Michael Crawford?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you know at that point where the suspect was?
Yes.
Where did you believe him to be?
Dispatch advised us that he was in the garage, and then I verified with the other parties that he was still in the garage.
And what happens when you talk to Michael?
He explained the incident of the assault and strangulation.
You say strangulation, what do you mean by that? What did he say that led you to believe it was that?
The son said that the suspect, which is his father, choked him from behind and pushed him while choking him face first into the cushion of the couch, almost smothering him until where he thought he was going to lose consciousness, and started to try to fight him off, and said he almost blacked out.
Based on what he said to you, what did you decide to do next?
After that, I verified that the witnesses saw it. I checked to see if he had any markings on his neck. And then,
Did he have any markings on his neck?
not from what I could see.
You said verified from the witnesses, what witnesses are you referring to?
The wife of the suspect and the girlfriend of the son.
And did what they say to you, was it consistent with what Michael said to you?
Yes, sir.
And what was your intent or plan at that point after you spoke to Michael and verified the information with witnesses?
After verifying that he was in the garage, we asked, what was the best way to access it? And because it was attached to the house, so they said that we had to go through the hallway in the little laundry room. So I had my partner, Officer Cormier, go and open up that door just to verify who's in there.
Did he verify that the defendant was in the garage?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell whether the lights were on or off in the garage?
They were off.
And, do you recall if Officer Cormier identified himself as a police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
And was there a response from the defendant in the garage?
Not from what I could hear.
Could you see him in the garage at that point?
I could not.
And what happened after that?
After that, after Officer Cormier announced that we were the police, because I was behind Officer Cormier at this time, he said he saw something in suspect's hand, and he started walking towards the storm door and sat in front of it. And then so I had Officer Cormier shut the big door into the laundry room, so that way I could try to see if the family could open up the big garage door, so we had more light, had more space to work with, and
So let
come
me-
out safely.
Okay, let me stop you right there. The garage door from inside of the home has a storm door and a regular door. Is that correct?
Yes,
And, the other access point into the garage is the big door, correct?
yes, ma'am.
Is there another door to the garage as well?
There is.
Where,
It's to the west side of the garage. So if you're looking into the garage from that inside laundry room door, it is to all the way to the left.
so 3 access points into the garage,
Yes.
correct? And, what were you planning on doing with David Crawford?
So, after determining that we had, enough to lessen for DV strangulation, my plan was to open up that front main garage door in front of the house. So I asked the family if they could open it. They said that the chain had been frozen and the door would not open. So at that point, I asked the family if they were comfortable going over to the neighbor's house. So that way we had more room to work with, because my plan was going to be to open up that inside laundry room door and
have the suspect called out to us. We were gonna hand him out so he could walk to us with his hands up, turned around backwards, just following the sound of our voices. And
Would that have been to arrest him?
yes,
Oh. Now, did the family agree and proceed to go to the neighbor's house?
yes,
Did anyone else, arrive from your apartment to the home as well?
yes, ma'am. I Sergeant Gruber.
Gruber, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Gruber?
Yes, ma'am.
And, did you formulate this plan with Sergeant Gruber and your partner, Officer Cormier?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where did you proceed to station yourself in the home?
Inside the laundry room.
What about Officer Cormier?
Officer Cormier was inside the laundry room at that entry point to the garage.
And, when you were discussing this plan, were all three of you inside of the home?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would you say the time period is between the time Officer Cormier sees the suspect or defendant in the garage to when you start executing this plan to kind of get him out of the garage?
I would say, my best guess, I would say about 7 minutes.
And, what happens, where does the sergeant then proceed to go?
So when we were discussing our plan, I was not made aware that there was that third door until my sergeant was there. So prior to his arrival, I only thought the entry points or access points to the garage was through that laundry room door and the main door for the garage. So when we were discussing the plan, Officer Cormier said there was that third door, and Sergeant Gruber said that he asked if I wanted him to go hold that third door outside to make sure nobody came in or out. And I said yes.
And did he proceed to go outside after?
Yes,
You decided that that's how you were gonna get the defendant out of the garage?
yes, ma'am.
Is there another access point independent of the garage into the home?
Yes, ma'am.
How many, if, you know,
The back door.
in the front door?
Yes,
So two other access, like you said, back door, is it like a patio door?
I believe it was a sliding door.
And then the front door, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So then what happens?
So then, as my sergeant walks outside, Officer Cormier opens up that main door to go into the garage and the laundry room.
Did you both have flashlights on, if you recall?
I believe so.
Were you illuminating the area in the garage?
I believe when he was opening up the door to start to make commands, I was using my flashlight to clear a room in the laundry room, like to clear space because there were some things in the ground. And then Officer Cormier opened the door, and I'm not sure what he did at that point because I thought I heard something behind me. So at first I checked and looked at the front door because I knew nobody else was supposed to be in the house. I knew there was a dog upstairs, but it sounded like somebody walked on a hardwood floor. So I went back to Officer Cormier because I didn't see anything at the front door. And then something told me to turn around again. And when I turned around, the suspect came right around the corner from the hallway to the laundry room. And
Do you see that person in the court today?
yes, ma'am.
Can you please tell me where they're seated and what they're wearing today for the record?
He's sitting right here wearing a black coat, blue shirt, and a sling.
For the record, the witness is identified the defendant.
The
No
record,
objection.
the record should so reflect.
Thank you. How far away would you say he was from you when you turned around?
He was probably within 2 feet. We were close enough to where we made contact. I put my hand on him and pushed him away.
And then what happened?
And then when I pushed him, when he came around the corner, I saw that he had a hatchet in his hand, and the handle was tucked in his sleeve. And he was coming at me.
Was the blade extended outside of the sleeve?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And when I saw it, I said, "Hey, what do you have?" And when my brain comprehended what it was, he still came at me. And then the laundry room is shaped in like a 90-degree angle. So he came around this corner, and that was when I put my hand on him. and I pushed him backwards to create space.
Did he say anything to you as this was happening?
He mumbled something, but I couldn't really make it out, except after watching the body cam, I believe he said motherfucker, but there was other mumbling besides that.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that the laundry room's in an L shape?
Yes,
Okay. So was he coming towards you with the hatchet in hand?
yes, ma'am.
And did you tell him to drop it?
I said, hey, what do you have? And I believe I said, let me see your fucking hands.
Let me see your what?
Your fucking hands.
Okay.
And did he ever stop coming towards you or put down the hatchet?
No, ma'am.
What happened?
He kept coming at me, and that was when I pulled out my firearm and fired 4 shots. And I was also falling into the garage.
Did you actually fall back into the garage?
Yes, ma'am. I fell down that step and flat on the back in the garage.
And where was your partner when this was happening?
He was behind me. I didn't realize, but I fell into him too, and he fell backwards.
He was directly behind you?
Yes, ma'am.
And at no point in time did the defendant stop or put down the hatchet at all?
No, ma'am.
After you fired 4 times, what happened to the defendant?
He was laying on his back halfway into the garage. His legs were halfway into the laundry room. So I had me and my partner, Officer Cormier, grabbed his arms and pulled him into the garage so we could secure him safely, and then we could start trying to see where his wounds were.
And did you call EMS
Yes,
to come? to
my
the scene?
partner, Officer Cormier, did.
And EMS eventually does arrive and transports the defendant to the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what was going through your head when he was coming at you with the hatchet?
I thought I was gonna die.
Did you fear for your partner's safety as well?
Absolutely.
And was your body camera on during this altercation?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit 2.
No objection to his admission.
People's 2 is admitted.
If I may approach,
Yes.
is this a still shot from your body worn camera showing the defendant with the hatchet coming toward you? And have you had an opportunity to watch your body worn camera since this incident?
Yes, ma'am.
And does it fairly accurately depict the events as they occurred?
Absolutely.
I have it marked as People's Exhibit 3. I would like to play just a minute for the court.
Go ahead.
Just playing.
Oh, jeez. Is Shane here?
I don't know.
I have no objection to it being played. Go ahead.
All right. So that's the video from this body cam.
But I'm only playing a minute.
That's fine.
Mark the time.
Don't know how to project it for you.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not a tech master either. That,
We thought you were. You have such nice equipment.
I just kind of know what it is.
Share screen. Oh, what about my mom?
Okay,
Chicken chip.
he's coming in.
All right, so we'll get our IT guy
So
then.
you have people for this thing.
You don't know what you're doing, you surround yourself with those who do. That's my motto.
Sorry.
Is there a public Wi-Fi? That would be the other issue.
What's that?
Public Wi-Fi.
Well, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, I need internet.
You wanna go off YouTube?
No, we don't need to go off YouTube. Can I see exhibits 1 and 2 that have been admitted, please?
Yes.
You want me to say it publicly here? My arms are out, huh?
What's that?
My arms are long enough to do it.
All right, we need you to get, she's got a video that's gonna last 1 minute.
I think she needs it.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And you're connected to the Wi-Fi?
No, I can't.
It's fine. Drink this.
Let's go back.
It's, yep. And I need to read the ID. Issue. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then just zoom in and show you three.
All right, we're ready?
You just have to accept.
You're talking to me? I don't know what. I mean. All right. Okay. What I have to do? Where's Shane? Huh?
Dan Crosser.
All right, good. There we go.
Madam Clerk, should I turn my volume?
Pardon?
Yeah. What did you say? Yep, I will.
Yeah.
The sound's not as bad. Jacked in. I touched your screen.
You got to share that.
Is Shane on?
Evil.
There's a lot.
If I may, just like these transfers.
Wait a minute, let's wait. I can't, it's echoing. It's just wait till he gets here.
Mute your. Now we're good?
Yeah, I'll take away
I
the.
turned off my audio and stuff, but
All right. Are we good to go now? Shane, just wait 1 second, please. Are you ready to play that?
I am, I just want to make sure the audio projects to the.
And I'm not gonna have it marked, but that's people's three, right?
Marked as closed exhibit 3.
Right.
You have a good share audio along.
I mean.
When you share screen and share video. Check box there. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's completely dark in there. Hello.
That's okay.
The entirety of Officer Bernard's body worn camera for the record is 22 minutes and 13 seconds. I only plan on playing a minute, of it, starting at, 12 minutes into the video.
Okay,
I just wanted, so the record's clear, that the video seemingly is ID'd as 2025-11/28, meaning November 28th of last year, 1929-29, Axon body cam. It appears to be 4D014, or that may be an A, if I can move a little closer.
that's an A.
1AD534, just so we can find it later.
Right,
But
go ahead. You can move that ahead or whatever you're gonna do. You playing it from here or you playing it 12 minutes?
I'm playing it at 12 minutes into the
Okay,
video.
go ahead. So now it's at 19:38:07 and you're gonna start playing now, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait any longer. The longer we wait, the more he's gonna stoop. So I'll stand over there, or I
Okay.
can stand in here, whichever one you want me to
Yeah,
do.
just stand outside the
Okay.
side door then.
Alright.
We'll try to coax him out here.
Alright, let's go and get him secured.
Okay.
Quickly.
Alright, I say we open up the door, back away from the door, try to get him to come out here, turn around, walk to us. And then he's not gonna listen. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. See if you can shine this on the pop. Hey, hey, what do you have? Hey, put down your hand. Let me see your fucking hand. Holy, here, let's get him over. Get a hatchet.
And I stopped it at, 13 minutes into that video.
Thank you. And it's at 19:39:24 on the time there, right?
George.
Yeah, that's the real time on.
Good enough. Any other questions of the officer?
No, but if you'd like me to play it slow mo, then I.
No, I don't need you to. Any cross?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. Okay, so if I understood you correctly, there seem to be 3 entrance or exit points from the garage. Is that right?
Correct,
Okay, you were standing at one, right,
correct.
with your partner. Okay. And you were told the main door that I presume cars would go in and out of was frozen shut in and out.
Yes, sir.
And I trust you never heard that open.
Correct.
And the sergeant had moved to the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any idea how he got in the house?
You said how?
Yeah.
Probably the back door.
And did the sergeant never saw him go through the door?
No, he was outside.
And no one saw or heard him go into the house from outside?
Correct.
How much time elapsed, if you know, between when you described Crawford moving towards I'm saying screen door, but it's not a screen door, you know what I mean though, right?
Correct,
Right, well, he moves towards there and sort of sits on the step, right?
correct.
And this is when you shut the real door.
Officer Cormier shut that door.
Okay. And how much time elapsed from there until the sergeant went to the back door of the mouth?
I said approximately 7 minutes.
Okay. And no one heard anyone else enter the house?
Correct.
When he started to move towards the door, where you ultimately sat on the step,
Who's he?
Crawford.
Okay.
You're on the other side of a glass door, right?
I'm behind Officer Cormier.
Okay. So if I got this right, you got Crawford, glass door, Cormier, you.
Correct.
And you can see him through the glass door?
No, Officer Cormier.
Okay, well, what is Crawford doing at that point? Did you see him?
Only saw what was on Officer Cormier's body cam.
But you're not
I
in
could
real
not see
time.
him from real time.
So in real time, you don't even see him, much less know what he's doing.
Well, Officer Cormier said that he had something in his hand, and it looked like a tool. That was the only thing I knew to my
Okay,
knowledge.
so when you say in his hand, is that in his hand like I'm holding my phone?
That's what one would assume.
Okay, well, did you see him holding something in his hand?
I was behind Officer Cormier.
I know that, I need you to just tell me if you saw it.
No,
Okay. And did Cormier describe what he saw?
he just said it looked like a tool or something.
Okay. Did you give him any, did either of you give Crawford an order at that point?
I don't remember if Officer Cormier said something while he was sitting on the door.
What was the thought process on your end of shutting the door?
Trying to find a safer solution.
Safer solution to what?
For us to apprehend him.
Okay, so are you telling us that somehow, some way, you didn't think you could apprehend him prior to one of you shutting the door?
I don't believe we would have been able to apprehend him safely. Because it was, to my knowledge, he had a tool in his hand and it was in a dark garage that had a vehicle inside of it.
But no one said stop.
What do you mean stop?
I mean, did anyone address him?
Officer Cormier announced that we were the police. It's a, what do you got in your hand?
Okay, what happened next?
He sat in front of us, that step.
So he didn't become invisible to Cormier as far as you know, right?
Correct,
He moved closer to Cormier, I presume, right?
correct.
So do you know whether or not Cormier had a better view of him? It would seem like he did.
Yeah,
And yet he decided the best thing to do at that point would be to shut the door and lose sight.
I told him to shut the door.
I see. So you decided it was best.
Absolutely,
Did you call for backup?
absolutely.
Did backup arrive?
Yes.
Before or after he was in the house?
What do you mean? He was always in the garage.
Before or after Crawford got in the house and the shooting took place, and backup arrived?
Yes,
Where was backup stationed when they arrived?
when backup arrived, what do you mean?
Maybe I'm not making myself clear, so I'm gonna start over. When I say backup, I mean, did you call for additional officers?
I did,
And did these additional officers arrive?
yes,
Did you see them?
yes.
Where were they?
He parked his vehicle in front of the house and then walked up the driveway as I was walking the family across to the neighbor's house.
So who was this backup?
Sergeant Ruber,
So there's only three of you there.
correct.
Did Gruber come before or after the door to the garage was shut?
Believe he came after I shut it. I had Officer Cormier shut it.
So you guys made the decision to shut the door. You basically lost sight of him. And it seems like at some point after that is when he exited the garage.
Yes, I made the decision for Cormier to shut the door.
Okay. He never threatened you verbally, did he?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, and you remember, or you're telling me he did.
Well, I mean, at the time, I just heard the mumbling.
And you said you didn't have the ability to make out what mumbling was.
Correct.
So are you comfortable with your fair statement that you did not hear a threat?
I didn't hear that I saw a threat.
You said you saw a threat, but what you really mean is you saw an axe.
I saw a hatchet and a male coming at me with it.
Did he ever take it out of his sleeve?
I don't know. I saw, like I said, he had the handle in his sleeve and he had the head of the hatchet in his hand.
Okay, you said he came at you, how close did he get?
Close enough for me to touch him.
You said you pushed him away,
Yes.
and after you pushed him away, he did not swing this at you, did he?
He came at me with it. He had it held up.
I just need you to answer the question as best you can, okay? Did he swing this object at you?
Fine swinging.
I'm taking my arms like I'm holding a baseball bat and I'm moving my arms across my body as if I'm swinging a baseball bat. Did that happen?
If you're saying swinging across the body, then no.
Did he swing it over his head?
He had it held up above his head.
Can you stand up and show us, actually, don't stand up. Show me with your hands where he was holding his weapon.
For the record, the officer.
He's got the right hand up near his right ear. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
I'm good with that, then. All right. And then what, if anything, did you say in response to that?
Said, what do you have? And then, let me see your hands.
Okay. Could you see the hand that was holding the object?
I saw the one hand, yes, that was me.
Well, where was his other hand?
I was focused on that. I don't know if it was on his side, if he had that hand up too, he was trying to catch himself after I pushed him, I'm not sure.
When you pushed him, how far back did he move away from you?
Say, a foot and a half, 2 feet. The room's pretty small.
Did he hit a wall?
I believe so.
And
Did you say I believe so or don't believe
I
so?
believe so.
and then he got back up.
Yes.
And when he got back up, is this when he raised the object over his head?
He always had it raised. And he started coming at me again.
How many steps did he take towards you?
I don't know, we were pretty close, I'd say 2 or 3.
When did you draw your gun?
When he started coming at me the second time.
How many shots did you fire?
4.
Where did they hit?
I was told 3 hit him and 1 missed.
Is that, just for clear, are you telling me at the time you shot, you really didn't know whether or not you hit him, if so, you didn't know where?
Well, I knew I hit him because he fell down.
Is it fair that you didn't know where?
Not until I made the assessment, yes.
Do you know where the shots that hit him hit?
I only know the one that I rendered it to.
Where was that?
I believe it was his left shoulder blade. Back here, it was just an entry road, there was no exit.
Just so the record's clear, does that mean the bullet didn't leave his body?
I believe so.
Did you do any evidence collection after this?
Evidence collection?
Yeah.
No, it was turned over to MSP.
All right, after you shot him, it sounds like he went down,
Yes.
and what if anything happened next?
Like I said, me and my partner pulled him into the garage. So that way he was on a flat surface and you put him in handcuffs to make sure everything was secured. And then we started looking for his wounds and I started to cut off his clothes. I asked my sergeant to find a light to turn on in the garage and I asked him to grab a med bag that are in our patrol vehicles. And after I was cutting through his clothes, I found an entry wound that was on his shoulder blade. So I asked for a chest seal and Sergeant Gruber gave me a chest seal and I put it on.
Okay. What happened to the action?
It was on the ground. In the laundry room, right next to either the washing machine or the dryer.
Do you know when it left his hand?
After that shot,
Immediately?
yes.
Did you see that happen in real time?
I saw that as soon as, right as I pulled out my weapon, he had it raised in his hand, and as soon as I was done firing the shots, I saw him on his back, and I saw the hatchet at his feet.
What was your goal in shooting him?
To stay alive and stop the threat.
And did you assume the risk of killing him in the shooting?
And no, it's possible.
Where did you aim?
I was falling backwards into the garage, so I just aimed in his direction.
Well, what made you fall backwards?
I assume the transfer piece that goes into the garage, like I said, the room is incredibly small.
My client didn't push you over, did he?
No,
So you said you were moving backwards. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what, like, opposed to standing still and firing, what made you move backwards?
I was trying to create space.
So you were retreating as was shot.
Absolutely.
I see. Oh, nothing further.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
You can step down. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
You can step down, sir. Thank you. You cannot discuss your testimony with any other witness. You move the bind over.
Yes, as charged.
Any response?
It's a question of fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bind the defendant over on all counts contained in the complaint and warrant, January 29th at 9. No objection to continuation of the bond. Do you, counsel?
No, I would just ask that the bond conditions remain in place. I know that he lives with some of the witnesses on this case, no sort of contact with them. They've assured me that they don't have fear for their safety. In addition to that, no, I think he's on a GPS tether house arrest, so I would ask that continue and no contact with police officers at all.
Bernard and Cormier, no assault, abusive, or intimidating behavior toward Michael Crawford, no contact with prosecution witnesses, no alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You're to take your prescribed meds, sir, and the dosages prescribed, and adhere to all precautionary measures. And then you're only permitted to leave the property for medical / court-related appointments, and you have a GPS tether on, right? All right, so that's to continue. Also, you cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Again, January 29th will be your date. We'll give you a notice down the hall. 9 a.m. Criminal Justice Center. Anything else, Mr. Jones?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deed. Anything else? Counsel, I'm going to hand you back, Mr. Deed, your 2 exhibits, and obviously you have to retain those. Okay, nice to have you here. Thank you, Trooper. Good luck, Mr. Crawford. Thank you, gentlemen.
I wish you a happy new year, right?
Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Jones.
Always good to see
It's
you.
been a while. Take care of yourself.
I will do it.
This courtroom hearing focused on a dramatic confrontation between police officers and a defendant accused of attacking an officer with a hatchet. During intense testimony, an officer explained how police responded to the scene and eventually encountered the suspect inside a garage. According to the officer, the defendant appeared to be holding what looked like a tool or hatchet. The officer testified that he believed the situation was dangerous and made the decision to close the garage door while waiting for backup. Defense attorneys questioned nearly every detail of the encounter, asking why officers lost sight of the suspect, whether any commands were given, and whether the defendant ever verbally threatened police. The officer admitted he never heard a verbal threat, but testified that the defendant later approached him with a hatchet raised near his head. When asked exactly what happened, the officer stated that he pushed the suspect back, but the suspect allegedly continued advancing. Feeling trapped in a small garage with little room to retreat, the officer drew his firearm and fired 4 shots, striking the defendant multiple times. After the shooting, officers immediately secured the scene, handcuffed the suspect, and began providing emergency medical aid while waiting for paramedics. Throughout the hearing, attorneys carefully examined every second of the incident, trying to determine whether the officer's actions were justified under the circumstances. After hearing the testimony and reviewing the evidence, the judge ultimately decided there was enough probable cause to move the case forward. The defendant was formally bound over on all charges, meaning the case would continue in a higher court. However, the judge also imposed strict bond conditions while the case remains pending. The defendant was ordered to remain on GPS monitoring, stay on house arrest except for approved medical or court-related appointments,